Hello, my name is Brandon Jones, and you're watching A Free Black Man. Today, we're here with Amadou Gallo Fall. He is the president of the Basketball Africa League.
Fall, a native of Senegal, is now president of the Basketball Africa League, the NBA's first professional league outside of the U.S.
Who you are, and what your league is about.
So, the Basketball Africa League is a partnership between FIBA, the world governing body for basketball, and the NBA, the National Basketball Association. And it's a culmination of the work we've been doing for many decades on the African continent to grow the game of basketball. From events that were launched in 2003, like Basketball Without Borders, to all the African players that have come here that pioneered, like Hakeem Olajuwon, Dikembe Mutombo, Manute Bol. Those guys made it to the league before, really that there was any initiatives or programs such as the ones we have today. So at some point, we all recognize the incredible amount of talent that can come out of the African continent. And part of the NBA's globalization, we wanted to make sure that that didn't bypass Africa. So we've been really passionate about the transformative power of basketball, and that's what we set out to look to influence and empower as many young people as possible. Encourage them to play the game, to go to school. The whole idea of the student athlete that we experience here in the US, that's what our focus has been, both on a personal level, to give back there, but then bringing the NBA in the fold to invest in growing the sport. And now we have a Pan-African professional league, the Basketball Africa League, which I'm leading now.
Yes, and then, so you mentioned the Pan-African. How did you kind of connect with the Pan-African Council?
Well, Fabian is somebody I met many years ago through a mutual friend who was actually working in Colombia, where Fabian, I think, is residing, and it was through the convening power of sports. So I think he attended our first Africa game we did in Johannesburg. This was back in 2015. So, and follow the work, and I love the fact that, organizations that are the Pan-African Council's partner, like the African Union, are also looking at sports now as a conduit to empower young people and to build communities.
Amazing. Where do you see the BAL in the next 10 years? Like, what would your vision of it be?
Well, we are going to build the Basketball Africa League into one of the best professional basketball leagues in the world outside of North America and the NBA. There's only one NBA, and we're glad to be part of the NBA family of leagues. So the Basketball Africa League is like the G League or WNBA and 2K, other affiliate leagues of the NBA, but this is the only one that is, on the international stage. So being able to leverage the NBA's best-in-class expertise in terms of operating and commercializing a professional sports league is going to be an incredible asset, because when you look at our games, even right now, the way it's produced, the quality of the broadcast and the branding and everything, people are very complimentary about what they're seeing, and we want to continue to grow footprint, to turn the whole environment professional. Because right now we don't own the leagues, we don't own the teams in the league, because those teams exist. You have to win your local championship in your country to qualify for the league. But we're going to get to a point where there will be more predictability. There's a lot of people inquiring about how they can buy a team, how they can own teams. So there's an opportunity there down the line. I think in the next 10 years the league will be fully professional. Players are going to earn decent living because we're going to build the business to a point where they can get compensated more. We're going to grow our content business, merchandising. One of the reasons that I come to a place like GCSU is that we want to engage with the African diaspora, get talent on and off the court. The game I attended yesterday between GCSU and Livingston, that ambience and atmosphere in the arena, that's what we are looking to create. Looking at that band, actually I was talking to the provost, like, how can we bring that band to come and, maybe perform
they would love that.
at our games. And just in terms of exchange of talent, like for example, we do a combine where we bring talent and then all our teams come to recruit. So we want to focus on this, the HBCU talent. So I saw, few players there in that game that I know once they're done playing, they'll be looking for opportunities overseas. We want to make sure that those players are looking now at the Basketball Africa League as a destination.
Awesome. And then lastly, so as an African man, as a black man, as a president of a major organization, you get a life experience that, most Senegalese men or most even American black men, they don't get to live. So you get to see the world differently. So what does freedom mean to you and being free?
Well, to make choices, I think just, exactly what the word is supposed to mean, to, be free to imagine, to dream and to create, and to, have access to opportunities to achieve, and this is one of the reasons why we love working in sports, because that's the greatest equalizer, it levels the playing field, and so the access that, it gives us, that we don't take for granted, and this is why we want to make sure we continue to, push barriers, to create access opportunities. Like the BAL, we are a league for men right now, but we have programs that are focused on making sure that the industry is accessible for young girls and women who want to participate in the sport. So just the opportunity to dream and imagine, like bold things, and and also live up to culture of excellence, and then just making sure that there are no limit to how far one can go.
Amazing. All right, well, and then to close it out, what was your dream as a young boy? Was it to be president of BAL, or what did you want to be when you were a kid?
Well, just be in a position of impact, being just, being able to serve, just in capacities that is going to also highlight communities. It was never about just me as an individual. I think success means different things, but for me, being able to have a positive impact in my surrounding, whether it's through people I come in contact with or the communities that I operate in, and that's always been the goal.
All right. Well, once again, thank you for your time.
My pleasure.
We're here with Amadou Gallo Fall,
Thank you.
president of BAL. Basi Kanam.
Basi Kanam, yes.